I'm out at a project site and we wanted to take the opportunity to show you a deep lane pallet storage system that we're in the middle of commissioning at the moment. So this here is a semi-automated pallet shuttle structure, and these are deep lane storage racks, right? So you're going to store pallets in these lanes in each of the tiers, and a shuttle mechanism is going to go back and forth and retrieve pallets out to the front. Intralog was given the task of putting as many pallet positions as we possibly could into a 30 to 40,000 square foot facility, while maintaining safety, ergonomics, and not sacrificing the throughput. And so after looking at the pallet profiles, the product profiles, it was apparent that this was a great application for deep lane high density storage. From that point, it was then qualifying, do we look at pallet flow? Do we look at pallet shuttle? Or do we look at something like drive-in racks? You know, all capable of that high density, but what is going to allow them to meet code, keep their throughput rates, and handle materials safely within the structures. So with the pallet shuttle system, your forklift is only ever going to operate at the pick face here. Unlike drive-in rack, it's not going to travel in. That burden is given to the shuttle that will travel inside and out of the structure. And then when you compare the system to something like pallet flow is fast, also high density. But because pallet flow relies on a mechanism that uses gravity to flow pallets down, that's where you have to consider the amount of vertical space that's used up by essentially accommodating that slope, right? So with the height that we were working with in this facility, we wanted to reclaim every vertical inch possible we could and allow that to be used for pallet storage. With all those things in consideration, so speed, compared to drive-in, this is about 2 times as fast. And then vertical space, we're not having to allocate vertical space for slope management. That's where the pallet shuttle system showed that this was going to be the best application for the operation. So just some quick stats on this structure itself. It's going to be 20 pallets deep, 15 bays wide, and 3 tiers high. With all that consideration, you're getting 900 pallets. And when you compare that to, say, like a single row or double row selective rack system, given that they're using a counterbalance truck over here, that's where you're going to see a major impact in how they store these, because this is going to store the same amount of pallets in about half the square footage. So half the square footage, keeping a high throughput rate, meeting all codes, not operating in the system. We at Intralog were excited to team up with our partners at Stow to design, engineer, and ultimately implement a high density pallet storage system for this particular operation, allowing them to store and operate their pallets in a tight footprint in this 35,000 square foot facility.